members of the Harrisonburg-Rockingham County community came out to participate in a workshop and show support for the RISE organization of Waynesboro and the Harrisonburg-Rockingham chapter of the NAACP. The workshop was titled, Let's Talk About Race, and was facilitated by RISE organization co-founder Chanda McGuffin. The Harrisonburg-Rockingham chapter of the NAACP sponsored the event. Well-known members of the community in attendance included Harrisonburg Police Chief Eric English, local school superintendents Pat Littner and Oscar Scheichel, 6th Congressional District GOP Chair Jennifer Brown, 26th District Delegate Tony Wilt, former school board candidate David Ba-Ray Brigman, Rockingham County Supervisor Pablo Sueves, 26th District House of Delegate candidate Kathy Copeland, Harrisonburg School Board member Andy Cohen, Harrisonburg Vice Mayor Sal Romero, and many more. The workshop began with a self-introduction by Chanda McGuffin, and then the room was split up into groups. The larger-than-expected turnout split the 5 groups into several subgroups that focused on 5 main topics that McGuffin referred to as the elephants in the room. Number 1, white people are racist, ? Number 2, equity, equality, or both. Number 3, the Confederate flag. Number 4, mass incarceration. And number 5, bridging the gap. After spending 40 minutes in the groups, McGuffin took over the room again and asked a spokesperson from each group to share their findings with the rest of the packed gymnasium inside the Lucy F. Sims Center in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Then McGuffin gave feedback and commentary and allowed members of the audience to ask questions.
So you're going to feel uncomfortable. That's okay. Because in that uncomfortable place, you're going to find some release. You're going to get some eye-opener feelings. I wouldn't be surprised if I don't see some tears. Every workshop I do, somebody starts crying. It's an emotional roller coaster to go on. We're going to open up some things you probably haven't thought about or you have thought about. But the one thing is, if you're not honest, this can't work.
McGuffin was impressed with the turnout for the event.
I was so excited. I just kept thinking, if this could happen in Waynesboro, this could happen in Waynesboro, because it was such a powerful meeting. And all the people who came to the table, we had the school, the superintendents, the board of supervisors, the city council members, people running for office, all different age groups, ethnicities. It was just powerful. And this is what I have envisioned for these workshops, for us to have powerful conversations across the table, really touching the Black community and the issues that are on the Black community's platform.
Cindy Hunter and Anna Hunter Nichols are mother and daughter. They told me about their experience with the workshop.
There's quite a bit of diversity in this room. At first I thought people all thought kind of the same way, but there were people disagreeing with each other and uncomfortable with each other. I was in a group talking about feeling comfortable with the Confederate flag, and there were people who had a lot of comfort with that flag and people who had a lot of discomfort, and so there was some good conversation there.
Or when people did try to have those conversations, it turned really defensive really fast. And I think a lot of people take racism and this concept and the way that we talk about it, we take it really personally. And I think sometimes we just need to take a step back and calm down and recognize how we are part of this system and how, it's what it is, and now we need to figure out what we're going to do about it.
McGuffin says RISE puts on these workshops all across Virginia and plans to facilitate more workshops this size.
We are doing these workshops across Virginia. So if somebody wants to have this workshop in their community, I will design it for their specific need if they have one. But if they want to have these conversations, reach out to me and we'll do a consultation and come up with the right workshop for them to get this conversation. Because the key is that this conversation takes a grassroots and just explodes all over the state of Virginia, that we are changing one person at a time, community at a time. It's truly a grassroots movement that RISE has created with these workshops.
In the Breaking Through Newsroom, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.